Hello and welcome back, everybody, to a new live stream. So it is Wednesday, the 12th of June, and what an amazing day this has turned out to be. Yeah, it's just turned out to be an absolutely amazing day for the trades that I have taken. And yeah, as you can see down here, I am in some really, really nice profits on these trades that I've entered into. I have taken some TP1s on these trades. And yeah, still expecting higher. Bitcoin is still moving higher. So yeah, of course, TP1 has been taken at mid-range, still looking for the TP2 at the range high. But of course, today we are going to take a look at why I have entered into these trades. Of course, the targets that we have and you know what we can look for next. Of course, the next trades that we can look for as well. So yeah, if all that sounds interesting, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new, and turn the bell notification on so you never ever miss any of these live streams. But yeah, enough of that. Let's jump into it and let's talk about what is going on, right? Because that's what we want to know. Why is Bitcoin pumping, right? Why are we seeing this move towards the upside? Now, I understand that there are some fundamental factors that could be affecting this as well. So I understand that there are some data releases that have come out. To me, it's not important, right? I don't really care about the fundamental stuff. All I focus on is the technicals, right? A few years ago, when I wasn't a profitable trader, I did focus on the fundamentals a lot of the time, and they persuaded me not to enter into trades sometimes. Okay, and then you know the trade would play out, and I would initially miss the trade. So what I have found out that works for myself is sort of ignoring all of that noise, right? It doesn't mean to say that you guys have to ignore that. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but for me myself, ignoring the noise has really, really helped me, and like helped me grow as a trader. So yeah, of course, I'm aware of them, and I understand that maybe yes, these are not helping the markets move. But what I understand is the actual orders that are in the markets and actually what is going on with those orders as well. So in the Discord, okay, I was telling the team here, right? I was telling the team right here that 55 million short trades were opened in the previous candle. Forming the failed auction of the range low would mean that all 55 million shorts would be underwater and would most likely have to cover. This would be when I enter the long. For now, I remain patient and wait for the setup. If the setup doesn't show itself, then I look for the setup. So basically, I was explaining to the team here that there was 55 million new short trades in the previous candle, right? Let's take a look at XO charts so we can actually see it a little bit clearer. Right, so here we had 55 million new short trades open up here. Okay, so these are, as we know, right, these are retail traders, right? Stupid money who don't understand what they are doing. They are trading a breakdown, which, as we know here, is not the way to be trading, as you know, very, very evident by the trade that I'm in right now. Okay, so we had 55 million new short trades coming in here, which, like I was telling the team, if we form the failed auction of the range low, I was going to take a long trade. And of course, that's exactly what I did, right? I said to the team here, took the long on an aggressive entry. I will add to the trade if I start to see more confirmation. So I took the long trade here off of the failed auction because I understood, right? I understood that 55 million new short trades were underwater. Now, this is where I like to get in the mind frame of when I wasn't a profitable trader and when I was trading like a retail trader. At this time, I know that I would have been very emotional in this trade. Okay, very, very emotional. and that I would have most likely exited that trade early or even just got stopped out of that trade, right? And this is exactly what is happening to all of these 55 million short trades here as the price forms that failed auction. We understand, right, that they are emotional. They are starting to think to get out of that trade or their stop loss is being hit, right? So we understand that if they have to exit that trade, or they get stopped out of that trade, or they get liquidated out of that trade, they have to buy back into the market. Buying back into the market, okay, is them covering, right? Meaning that it will add fuel to the fire, pushing the price even higher. And in the candle before that as well, now we have 22 million new short trades underwater, right? Because we've seen this rise from the 55 million new short trades being underwater, 55 million new short trades covering, pushing the price higher. Okay, and now we have 22 million new short trades that are now underwater. And you can see by the open interest decreasing, open interest decreasing, that a lot of these trades here are now covering. They're buying back into the market. This is what I am taking advantage of here. And to be honest with you, I know we are coming into resistance. Well, we're breaking above resistance now because, the mid-range is, of course, always resistance. But now that we're breaking above it, okay, we have, now 22 million new short trades that are underwater, who are emotional, who are thinking about covering. And to be honest with you, all I'm expecting here is just a continuation towards the upside. If we get a continuation towards the upside, we then have, right, 26 million, right? Because we have 13 million here, 13 million here, new short trades coming in, right? And those shorts are then going to be underwater. To be honest, right now, the majority, well, at least half of them are underwater at this moment in time. Okay, so 26 million new short trades here are going to have to cover as well, pushing the price even higher. So to be honest, my target is still that range high. Okay, and I am just taking advantage of all of the stupid money entering into stupid trades for stupid reasons, right? Down here, we entered into a trade off of a very, very valid reason. Okay, here, short trades are opening up just literally for the sake of FOMO, right? That's exactly what these short trades are opening up for. But myself, okay, entering into a long trade here, I understand that there are stupid traders here that are, or stupid money that are shorting at the lows, right? Of course, they have to cover if price starts to rise, and it just adds fuel to the fire, pushing the price higher. And as you can see here, I've taken some really, really nice profits off of this trade, taking a TP1 at that mid-range, of course, updating the team on the Visionary Discord that I took a TP1. As you can see here, TP1. There you go. Took a TP1 at the mid-range. As you can see, $955 in a profit on that trade. Stop loss has been moved to entry as well, just making it a completely risk-free trade because we've had a really nice rise towards the upside. So I don't want to turn this winning trade into a losing trade, right? And not only have I longed Bitcoin, okay, I have actually longed Ethereum as well. Now, I have taken profit on Ethereum, and I didn't actually mean to do that. Recently, I've been just messing up recently. I don't know why, but yeah, I've taken profit on Ethereum, even though we haven't tapped the TP1. The TP1 for me on Ethereum is actually the mid range, and then yeah, the TP2 of course is the range high as well. I have no idea why. From what happened was I was on the Ethereum USDT pair, and I took profit there thinking I was on Bitcoin, and then I realized quickly, and then I had to go and take profit on Bitcoin as well. So yeah, I made a little mistake there. Again, myself, I'm only human. I do make mistakes here and there, but at least it's a profitable mistake, right? At least it's not a huge mistake where I'm losing money, right? I don't actually tend to do that. I'm very good at that, but sometimes I do muck up when I take profit, which I need to work on that, to be honest with you. I need to just slow it down a little bit and just focus on what I'm taking profit on. So it's fine. It's still a profitable mistake. It doesn't really matter. So I'm also long on Ethereum, right? TP1, of course, I am looking for the mid range, okay, and then of course if we can get above that, and then we come up to range high. That's of course the TP2 as well. So yeah, this is looking really good on Ethereum as well. So if we take a look at the order flow on Ethereum, right, we can see here. Okay, so we have 20 million new short trades coming in there. Okay, And to be honest, open interest has been increasing as well. So, we just have a lot of short trades opening up here as well. A lot of these short trades are underwater as well. At this moment in time. So again, same thesis as Bitcoin. They're going to have to cover. They're going to have to buy back into the market, which adds fuel to the fire, pushing the price higher. Okay, so of course, this is exactly right what I want to be taking advantage of, and that is exactly what I am taking advantage of as well. So if we take up the altcoin trades, okay, I gave this long setup to the team this morning actually. So it was at 9 a.m. today. Yeah, I took the long on Ethereum, and yeah, as you can see, that Ethereum trade is doing really, really well as of now. So yeah, across the board, just in some really nice profits on another account that I have. I'm still in this AVAX long, so I took this AVAX long as well from down here. It was a little bit of a long, yeah. It wasn't the best trade. I was expecting more like of a quicker reaction, right? But we did get a move down. We didn't hit my stop loss, so I am still in this trade. But this trade is in a slight profit as well. I am in this trade on another account as well, so it's not on this account. But yeah, I'm in some nice profits on that AVAX trade as well. Nothing too exciting, I have to admit, right? It's yeah, it's not a very exciting trade yet. Okay, maybe we could see a continuation towards the upside on AVAX there as well. If Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to rise as well, and then that could be a really, really nice trade. As of now, it is sat in some slight profits, but yeah, again, nothing too exciting, nothing like this Bitcoin trade, and nothing like this Ethereum trade as well, right? But yeah, this just turned out to be such an amazing day, right? Really nice rise towards the upside, and to be honest, right, yes, we're coming into resistance, okay, and we can actually just pull up the VWAPs as well, just so I'm aware of those. So we're above the weekly. We tap the monthly to the dollar. We've tapped the monthly to the dollar, and we are seeing a slight rejection now. So yeah, that is an important level as well. To be honest, I would just expect higher. I know this is resistance, okay, and I've taken a TP1, stop losses at entry, so it is risk-free, right? But yeah, I can just see higher coming. So we'll just have to see how it plays out. I just want to look at so session VWAP, we're definitely above that. I just want to see some confluence as well from this high here. Right, so we're breaking above the anchored VWAP there. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it plays out, right? This monthly VWAP is acting as literally to the dollar resistance at this moment. So I am aware of that. Of course, I've taken profit, moved the stop loss to entry. So yeah, not too worried about if we do see a big pullback here at this moment in time. Ethereum, let's just double check that as well. So we're not coming into any major resistance really on Ethereum at this moment in time. Let's pull a few anchored VWAPs, right? So yeah, even that is saying the next resistance is mid-range. Okay, so from this high here, we are coming into a bit of resistance. But other than that, yeah, it's just kind of like higher. It's just, yeah, I just expect higher, really, to be honest with you. There's nothing really telling me that price is going to pull back here. We do have longs coming in. To be honest, that's quite good, right? It is quite good that we're also seeing longs coming in, because I know that we're seeing shorts. Let's go back to Bitcoin, sorry. Okay, right. So yeah, we're not seeing longs really come in here actually, but on Ethereum we are. So yeah, that's not anything to be worried about really for me, because we're not actually breaking out of a level, like a key level, right? So we have, of course, the mid range. It's not a major level for me. So yeah, I'm not too worried about retail traders actually. Like here, I'm focused on retail traders entering into trades. Here, I'm not really worrying about what they're doing, because also what I'm looking to trade is what institutions are trading, right? And I know that institutions aren't going to be trading here, right? You're in the middle of a range. No institution is going to look to enter into a trade here. No big trader, no big whale, no trader who really understands the market and really has the capital to move the market is going to be entering into a trade here. So I'm not too worried about long trades coming in here, right? Because I understand that, this is like retail traders that are probably, if there are longs coming in, this is going to be retail traders like FOMOing in, okay, and we understand, right? Maybe we could get a little pullback off of this mid range, stopping out those retail traders, and then we get a continuation higher. So that's something that we can kind of see. But yeah, if we take a look at the ES, right, the ES made a new all-time high yesterday. So that, of course, was really, really good for Bitcoin as well. And that was giving me like confidence to enter into the trade as well. And we're seeing that the ES is making a new all-time high again. So yeah, of course, the stock market, this is the S&P 500 E-mini futures, that is making a new all-time high. That is pumping as we speak. So this is, again, just like more bullish news for Bitcoin, to be honest with you. So my next target is just that range high. And of course, I can look for the short trade there. And yeah, what I've been doing recently and what I've been telling the team on the Discord and in the daily market updates as well. Of course, if you want access to the Discord where I give all of my trades away, just scroll through the Discord and you'll see all of the proof there. But yeah, like this long trade that I gave to the team here, okay, the trade that I told the team I was entering into yesterday. If you want access to all of this, of course, the daily market updates that we have as well, the questions, you can put questions in there as well. Click the first link in the description. It will take you over to this page here. We can gain access to all of that. We also have the education and then the Excel charts templates as well. So yeah, make sure you gain access to that if you want access to the Discord. And yeah, it's really nice to see. I saw FR Trader today say that he took the trade off of his own back, but I used you for guidance. So that was really nice to see that he took. So this was the so it was the Bitcoin trade that he took here. Average entry $71,200 approximately. And yeah, he took a TP1 here, as you can see by realized profit there. He's taken a TP1, and he's still got some profit in that trade as well. So yeah, he took that trade off of his own back. So that's amazing to see. I'm really starting to understand how read order. Okay, so I'm really starting to understand how to read order flows. Yeah, so that's really, really nice to see. Yeah, if you're watching this FR Trader, really, really good to see you are, taking these trades off of your own back. That's kind of the goal that I have here, really. Of course, use me for guidance if you need. I'm always going to, put my trades in that Discord. But the aim of the game, right, is to get you up to a level where you're taking these trades off of your own back. Because of course, you don't want to rely on someone to be entering into. You never want to rely on people to be entering into trades anyway. Like, this is why I see. Of course, I let the team know when I'm entering into trades, but I don't like to consider them like signals. I don't want them to be considered signals. I'm just giving. It's like my diary, right? But for me, like like trading signals is kind of like an impossible thing to do, because if you're busy, right? If you've missed a trade, because you're busy, right? You weren't able to enter into a trade, and then you take another trade off of a signal, right? And it's a losing trade. Yeah, it's just a bit like demoralizing, to be honest with you. And it's a little bit hard, like, because you can miss the good trades, but you catch the bad trades, and over time it can just be really, really bad. For your portfolio, right? And this is why, like, my goal here is to like get people up to the standard where they're reading order flow, they're understanding the charts, they're understanding what is going on within the charts, and understanding when they should be taking a trade and when not to be taking a trade, right? That's kind of my goal here. And yeah, it's really nice to see that FR Trader here has actually taken this trade off of his own back. So that is really, really good to see. It makes me really happy as well. So yeah, of course, if you've got any questions, guys, please put them in the chat. I'll be open to answering any questions that you do have. But yeah, right now it's just remaining patient, right? Waiting for that possible TP2. So yeah, going back to it, right? What I've been telling the team in the Discord, what I've been telling the team in the daily market updates, right, is at the moment I'm kind of focusing on like really simplifying things. Now, of course, I don't want to make it too simple, right? If I make it too simple, if you make it too simple, you're becoming like a retail trader again. You're trading like a retail trader. You don't want to make it, of course, like too simple for yourself, because then you're ignoring the important things. But what I've been doing recently is going onto the line chart and looking at ranges and like really just simplifying these things. Okay, of course I'm still looking at the order flow. Okay, what's going on there? I'm still focusing on the candles. Right, I'm still aware of what's going on within the candles as well. But yeah, I've been going down to the line chart and like simplifying it for myself, right? Because when you're on the candles, there is a lot of noise. Okay, and it can be a little bit hard to read a range sometimes. I understand that myself, even as an experienced trader. So sometimes going into the line chart and just like getting rid of all the noise, right? We can clearly see, resistance. Okay, here, entered into the range, resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, and now, slight deviation as the support here, seeing the rise up. The move is expected, we are anticipating, right, the move to come up to range high. So, here I've just simplified it for myself and made it really easy. And yeah, I've understood here, we've had the failed auction form up here. I've entered into that trade, okay, and yeah, we are seeing this really nice rise. And this is how I'm going to view entering into a short trade if I do get the short trade up here. Of course, I'm anticipating price to rise up to the range high. If we do that, then I'm looking, right? I'm looking for a short trade up there. If I see the short trade setup, I will take it. If I do not see the short trade setup there, I will not take it, okay? But what I will be looking for there is kind of what I'm seeing here, right? I'm looking for a failed auction of that range high for the short trade, and then I will be, of course, targeting that range low again, right? That's kind of what I will be looking at. Now, of course, I will have to be aware that, we may form a swing failure pattern. So if that happens, right, I will be looking at the candles and I will be focusing on like a swing failure pattern of it. And what I want to see is a lot of longs opening up at the high. And then, of course, those longs getting wrecked sorry, those longs becoming underwater as that price forms a swing failure pattern. And then, yeah, those long trades, of course, will have to cover, meaning they sell back into the market, pushing that price lower, right? That's kind of what I will be anticipating, right? So yeah, that's kind of like the next trade that I will be looking at, right? Literally just trading the range until the range breaks. That is my plan, right? My plan is to trade the range until that range breaks. Remember, not last week we were range trading as well, made some really nice profits there. But the week before, I took 4 trades. Four of them were profitable trade. All four of the trades that I took were profitable trades, right? And that was just simply trading the range. So yeah, my plan this week is literally just to do the same, right? Trade the range until the range breaks. Very simple, but very, very effective. So yeah, again, right? Just anticipating range high, and then I look for the short trade there to range low. If I don't see the short trade there, okay, I will look for higher prices, and I will keep a portion of that long trade open and see what happens really. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. So yeah, it's just simple. It's just yeah. I don't know what else to say. I just love this so much. I just love understanding how the markets actually work. I remember back when I wasn't a profitable trader, and to be honest, I really I knew that I really wanted to love trading and I really wanted to understand how the markets really moved. But because I wasn't a profitable trader, I just hated it. I hated entering into trades, and I was scared to enter into trades. And it was just like a really daunting and scary thing, and I just kind of started to hate it. But then once I really started to understand how the markets move, how the markets work, then that's how I've taken advantage of the markets and really extracted some nice profits from the markets. So it is just all about like the education, right? Just learn it, understand it, and just literally rinse and repeat. Okay, rinse and repeat it. You're not going to get it instantly. You're really not, right? And you're probably going to take a bad trade that you shouldn't have taken here and there. You're probably going to still be scared to enter into a trade. But yeah, that's why I say like enter into a trade that you are not worried about losing. Okay, so enter with an amount that you're not worried about losing. I always use the example of go to the bank, get some money. Of course, not literally, right? But just use it as an example, right? Go to the bank, get some money out, burn it. If you're upset about burning that amount of money, that's too much to be trading with. okay, or too much to be risking, right? But if you say you burnt $20, okay, and you didn't care about it, then that's a good amount to risk, right? Of course, don't literally go and do that, but like you know, just you. I'm just using that as an example, right? Just understand what you are willing to lose on a trade, and yeah, risk that in a trade. If you are scared to risk any money in a trade, then the best thing to do is literally just paper trade. That's how I started, right? Well, I say that's how I started. That's not how I started. I started by entering in with way too much money and losing way too much money. But when I started to like really focus on how markets actually move, I wasn't actually entering into trades with any capital. Right, I literally had an Excel spreadsheet, and I was literally just paper trading on the Excel spreadsheet. Um, but yeah, just like enter into trades that you're not worried about losing. Okay, enter with an amount of capital you're not worried about losing. That over time, your account will build up. Right, your account will build up if you really really focus on learning how the markets move, and you really focus on like the emotional aspect of it, and just like getting rid of the emotional aspect of trading, and just managing your risk. Right, over time your account will grow, and that's exactly what happened with myself over time. Like my account was just growing, and like I noticed it. I noticed my account growing each week. I always would check each week, how my portfolio was going, and it just grows, and you will slowly see. It's slow at the start, but it will start to pick up. Okay, I've gone through. I understand, what it's like. Okay, so it's literally just really, really focus on the education, focus on understanding the markets. You're not going to get it straight away, but that's where the experience comes in. Okay, you need to have that experience. Once you have that experience, okay, it will all come to you. um, yeah, and it's not like a light bulb would just go off and be like, oh, I get it. It is going to be, you'll have that oh yeah moment when, but you'll have loads of those oh yeah moments, right? You'll have loads of those that sort of like wake you up, to things that you need to be doing or things that you shouldn't be doing within trading. And I've had so many of those. And a new one, like for example, it's like looking at the line chart. It's like, oh yeah, like it just looks so simple. It just makes it so much easier for me to read a range, right? And it gets rid of all of the noise, because you're looking at all of the noise and then you're thinking like, where do I put range low here? Where do I put range high? Well, of course, range high is pretty clear, but here with range low, it's a little bit hard to like figure out where you can put range low, because you could put range low here, right? But you haven't come down to range low there, and you've missed the long. You could put range low there, yeah, you've tapped it, or you could put range low there. Okay, there's like three places to put range low, or you could even put range low all the way down here, and then you've completely missed it, right? So, me recently, like looking at this, is that I understand, even as someone who's been looking at the charts for like 3 years straight, and who considers themselves experienced in this market, I look at this and I think, it's a little bit hard to determine where range low is here. And that's exactly what I was thinking when I was looking at drawing this range out. But then I just simplified it. Okay, came down to the line chart, and I was like, like wow, simple, right? I know where to put the range now. Okay, it's very very simple. You come to the you look at it here, right? It's you respected it. We're not looking at the wicks here, right? We're looking at the bodies of the candle. But that's where I put range low. We formed the failed auction of it. I've entered into the long. The rest is history, right? Amazing, amazing trade. So yeah, of course, I'm looking at other factors as well. I know that mid range is there. I know that the VWAP is there from the failed auction of the 8-hour range low. So I was looking at that as well, as confluence. But yeah, experience, right? It's just experience and understanding how markets work. And I promise, like over an extensive period of time, you will start to understand it. You will start to get it. You're never gonna watch one video and become a profitable trader. It doesn't work like that. I used to think it worked like that. I used to think one strategy is all you need. It's not the case, right? For me, right, there's so many different types of trades that I can enter into, so many different types of trades, using all sorts of different factors. And it's not understanding one strategy. If I was just to use one single strategy that I have, I won't be taking many trades at all. I won't be taking many trades at all. You have to understand, different strategies, and there's a lot of them. And you have to understand when to trade one of them, when to not trade one of them, and you'll just literally start to understand it over time, with experience. And that's kind of the most important thing. Like time in the market is very, very important. So yeah, we can see resistance here, right? We've got the monthly, tapped it to the dollar. We're getting a bit of a rejection. Nothing to be worried about here, to be honest with you. I still understand that now 22 million new short trades, okay, are underwater as well, as well as the 55 million down here. And then we have like 26 million shorts here as well, that if we continue to rise a little bit more, they're probably going to have to cover, adding fuel to the fire, pushing the price higher. So again, it's just patience, right? Patience is a big part of trading as well. You remain patient, wait for your level. Okay, you remain patient, wait for the confirmation, which was here, right? And then you remain patient, wait for the TP1. Okay, remain patient, wait for the TP2. Then it goes all over again, starts all again. You remain patient for your level. You remain patient for the setup, for the entry. Okay, then you remain patient for the TP1. You remain patient for the TP2. A big part of trading is patience as well. Right? I remember 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I wasn't patient, right? I wasn't patient. I felt like I always needed to be in a trade. Every move that I saw, I felt like I needed to trade it. Right? No, it's not the case, right? It's not the case. You don't need to trade every single move, of course, right? You want to take advantage of the big moves, the strong big, and as many moves as possible, right? But the reality of it is you're not going to take advantage of every single move. Sometimes you miss trades, right? I still miss trades every now and then. But yeah, it's just all about managing that risk, right? Understanding your probabilities and sticking to that, rinsing and repeating it. That's all it is. Let's see how Ethereum's doing as well. So a bit of a pullback on Ethereum as well. Nothing to be too worried about as well. Rune, I was looking at longing as well, and I actually entered into a long trade on Rune. I didn't put this in the Discord, and I did get stopped out of it. And I don't actually know why. My stop loss was below this low here, and we front run it. And I don't know why I got stopped out of this Rune trade, and we got a huge move towards the upside. But yeah, this was like a scalp trade that I took, so I didn't actually put it into the Discord because for me it was a little bit of a low probability trade. But yeah, it was really annoying. I got stopped out of it, and then we saw this huge move, and my stop loss was below the low. So yeah, that was really frustrating for me. But yeah, oh well. Let's see what ES is doing. ES is still climbing here. DXY is something good to look at. That's good. That's what we want to see on the DXY. We want to see a big dump, right? That's good for Bitcoin, right? That's good for the ES. That's good for our long trades, right? Of course, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And yeah, if you haven't liked the video as well, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Helps me out, helps the channel out. And yeah, I can continue to bring these live streams to you, the content that I bring to you as well. So yeah, make sure you do that. And of course, if you want access to the Visionary Discord, of course, you get access to every trade that I take. You get access to the education, the Exo chart templates. Then, of course, first link in the description as well. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer any. It would be nice if we got a move to range high within the stream. That would be really nice. Of course, if there's anything else that you want me to look at, let me know, and I'll be happy to of course look at those. I do want to start trading some. Um, Put Rune in there. I want to start trading some highly volatile altcoins as well. I do want to start trading those because all of the altcoins that I was looking at in the previous bull market, right? If we zoom out, okay, we can see. Look at Cardano. Just look how it was supposed to be a bull market here, right? And we're just nowhere near looking bullish. EOS as well. Just look at that; it's dead. Just look how volatile EOS used to be, and just how amazing it used to be. And look at it now. Look how flat. Look how dead it is. It's just a dead altcoin. Even XRP, it's just dead, dead, dead. Solana's all right, to be honest with you. AVAX is, yeah, I've been trying to trade it. It's still dead. It's just a bit of a dead altcoin. So we've got Bohm that I have been looking at. Pepe, of course. So I want to start looking at some nice trades on Pepe. Castor, Casper. That looks amazing. This chart just looks amazing. So I want to start looking at trades on Casper as well. And then Rune as well. Rune is one that I want to start trading. I did take a trade and it should be in some really nice profits right now, but for some reason the stop loss got hit, but it wasn't anywhere near my stop loss. Dot, dead. Just all these altcoins that I used to trade, just dead, just absolutely dead. So I just need to get rid of these, to be honest with you. I'm gonna get rid of them now. Dead, 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 dead. What have we got here? Oh, I don't want to mark that. Are they dead? See ya. AVAX I'll leave on there for now, but I'll probably stop trading AVAX, to be honest. It's just dead. Yeah, if you've got any altcoin suggestions that you want me to look at, I'll be happy to look at those because I do want to start looking at some more altcoin trades, right? I've got this song stuck in my head. I'm just constantly singing it. I don't know if I can play it. I don't know if it'll get copyright striked. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear it. Solana levels, yeah, we can take a look at the Solana levels. Get that out of the way. Yeah, just kinda trying to look at what is going on. I haven't looked at Solana in a while. Um, all I can really see kind of here, I'll zoom in a little bit more, but all I can see here really locally is like if we reclaim this value area low, then I'm looking up here really. But I wouldn't take that trade. That's not a trade that I'm looking for because yeah, his stop loss is just so low down. I'll show you what I'm kind of interested in a sec, but let me just. I've pulled a few VWAPs, right, and we're just a little bit. Well, we front run any VWAPs, and I mean, if Bitcoin's going to continue higher, which it looks like it wants to, it's like I don't expect another move down, really. What am I doing? Hit. We front run GP786 as well. Yeah, kind of what I'm looking at here, okay, is let me just have a quick look at the lower time frames. With the with the altcoins, I don't really tend to look too much into the lower time frames, just because I'm not really like a scalp trader or anything. Um, I prefer to look for the highest probability trade setups, especially on altcoins. So I like to look on higher time frames. The only kind of thing that I see is we have this triangle pattern here, which right. Remember, I'm not looking to trade this. Okay, I'm not looking to longer breakout or longer breakdown. I'm just aware that if we come up, we possibly fake out here. I could look for maybe like a swing failure, failed auction off of that for the move down. That's kind of what I can see at this moment in time. And the same for say we come up, we find resistance here, we come down, we break down, maybe we failed auction, swing failure pattern this, and we see something like that. That's kind of what I'm looking at this moment in time. So yeah, what you had here was kind of nice. You had a 3 drives pattern, and you had the 786. There's no VWAP, was there? No. So of course, what you would have done, or what I would have done back here is, yeah, I would have just pulled these like this, okay. And then of course on that third touch, you're thinking, okay, 3 drives pattern. You've got the 786 there. Of course, I want to look for more confluence. That's when I would go into EXO charts and kind of have a look at what's going on with the order flow. And as you can see, that did get a nice pullback from there. So could possibly have been a nice short trade from now. I would have to look at the order flow. I don't believe. No, it's not on the web chart, so I'd have to get the desktop up for that. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing super clear to me at this moment in time. Just look a little bit further back. So I don't know, we've got any. No. It's not confirmed monthly. Yeah, so if we're going to continue to see this rise on Bitcoin, if we're going to continue to see the rise on Bitcoin, I like this. We have a daily level there as well. So if we swing failure pattern the high in confluence with that daily level, and I can bring up EXO chart desktop if price does do that, and I can see if we're getting lots of longs kicking in. If we are, and then we form the swing failure pattern failed auction, I can look for the short there. Anticipate a pullback. Of course, I'll be looking for like a TP1 here. And then if we get acceptance back in, right, that's when I would be looking for a much bigger correction there. Because what we tend to see with like these triangle patterns, and you get a fake out and you get back into the triangle, you then tend to break towards the downside of the other side. That's kind of what tends to happen. But we can also look at that in the vice versa as well. So if I just drag this, because we've got a daily level there, and we can literally just look at this as another setup, right? And you could even do something like that, and then look for the short back down. So you could see something like that, or you could see something like this. So that's kind of what I would be looking at on Solana. Let's just pull. It's not a great range, but let's just pull it. You've got value area high there as well. Yeah, those are kind of what I'd be looking for, to be honest. And then you're still coming into a 786 there as well. So you have a 786 from recent high to recent low. What if we pulled it? And yeah, it's kind of the same for this as well. You could come in, you could tap POC, you could possibly tap the 618. So yeah, kind of these two daily levels are kind of what I'm interested in trading on, or I would be interested in trading on Solana. Other than that, I don't really. Yeah, I think those are the only two interesting levels at this moment in time. Yeah, I just kind of know that all retail traders are going to be looking at this as a triangle pattern. I know they're going to have this drawn out on their chart, and they're going to think, "Oh, break towards the upside. Let's go long. Let's long our whole portfolio." And they're expecting, a huge pump towards the upside. Maybe they get lucky for a bit, all right, and then the failed auction. Okay, of course, we're going to see lots of longs opening up here as well, probably. And then, failed auction, swing failure pattern, wipeout, total wipeout. Same with this as well, right? And I'll be just going off of the basis of the same entry that I took on Bitcoin, right? It would, instead of being a parallel channel, of course, you're looking at it as a triangle pattern now, but it would just be off of the same basis, right? So yeah, that's kind of what I'd look at on Solana. Just pull the trades back up. Oh, the ES is pumping. Let's go on the smaller time frame. It's still pumping. It's still pumping. And the DXY is still dumping as we speak. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Let me know if you've got any more questions. I'll be happy to answer those. It's showing me that a few people are watching on Twitter or X. I don't believe I can see comments from people on there. Doesn't look like anyone's commented on there anyway. Cool. Well, yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes. If you've got anything else you wanna ask me, if you've got anything else you want me to talk about, and then I'll probably leave it there. To be honest, it's just yeah, I'm just gonna go and well, I say I'm gonna go kick back and relax. I do have some work to get on with. Of course, I'm focusing at this moment in time and getting all of these ExoChart episodes out, and I'm a little bit behind. I was supposed to have them out already, but I'm a little bit behind because I lost all of the audio for some reason. So I'm having to refilm the audio, which is yeah, really frustrating. But I'm hoping by the end of this week it should just be done. Yeah, I'll be able to move on to the next thing. But yeah, I'd like to kick my feet up, but yeah, get on with some more work. Again, my bias, right, is still I'd expect higher from here, to be honest. I don't see anything bearish really. So, and all I see is just shorts getting wrecked, right? We could actually pull up the wrecked here. Yeah, so to be honest, right now, there's not a huge amount that have actually been wrecked. Right, you can see up here we're starting to see it. But what we want to see for like a shorts getting wrecked, right, is this big red dot here. And same with the longs, right? You can see there a lot of longs got wrecked there. So we haven't even seen that yet, to be honest. We're starting to see it here. We started to see it there. So yeah, for me, it's just kind of higher, really. You can see shorts leaving the market here. Look at how many shorts opened up there, right? Anyway, I will probably leave it there then if there are no more questions. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for watching. This has been an amazing day, right? An amazing day for the trades. So yeah, of course, if you want access to this Visionary Discord where I give all of the trades away that I take, that's the first link in the description. It will take you over to this page here. And yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe, smash that like button, and I will see you tomorrow for the next live stream. And any Visionary members, I will see you over on the Visionary Discord or in the daily market update tomorrow morning. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.